My name is Michael Rapaport. This is my YouTube page. Subscribe, rate, review, leave a comment, ask a question. I see all the comments. I see all the questions. I will do my best to respond. Subscribe, rate, and review, and enjoy this episode. Boom! Have no fear. The I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is here. Biggity boom. Have no fear. The I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is here on today's banging, high-flying, fully disruptive I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Elon Musk and the N-Word salute heard around the world. I break it down as only I can do. Plus, I love Philadelphia. I'll be performing in Philadelphia February 14th, but the Eagles are going to lose versus the Commanders. I'll explain why. And week one of Trump. All that and more in a hard-hitting, fully disruptive, museum quality I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast coming up right now. Miles Jordan, a.k.a. the Bleach Brothers, a.k.a. the Dust Brothers. Start this puppy off with something real nice. Stickity, start this puppy with something real loud. But most importantly, start this puppy off with something real funky. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Let's go, baby.
I Am Rapaport Podcast.
Boom. Biggity boom. Have no fear, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is here. Biggity boom. Have no fear, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast is in the place to be. Welcome to the Iron Dome of Disruption. Welcome to the Ziggity Zone of Disruption. My name is Michael Rapaport, a.k.a. the Inflamed Ashkenazi, a.k.a. the Sultan of Sniff, a.k.a. the Raging Bull, a.k.a. the Disruptive Warrior. Hiya. Hiya. Hope everybody's feeling real good. Hope everybody's feeling real safe. Hope everybody is feeling really sane. Hope you're keeping it all together. Hope you're meditating. Hope you're doing some push-ups, some sit-ups. Hope you're doing whatever you need to do to keep yourself together in 2025. Take no drive. We're almost done with January. Almost 1 month down in January of 2025. This is the Iron Dome of Disruption. This is the Ziggity Zone of Disruption. And again, my name is Michael Rapaport. Who will be on the road? I'll be on the road performing live, stand-up comedy live in San Diego at the American Comedy Company, February 6th, 7th, and 8th. San Diego, February 6th, 7th, and 8th. I will also be performing in Philadelphia, February 14th at the Fillmore. February 14th at the Fillmore in Philadelphia. I got other dates, but those are the current ones. February 14th, Fillmore, Philadelphia, 215, and I'll be in San Diego February 6th, 7th, and 8th. Can't wait to be back in California. Can't wait to be in Philadelphia. All tickets for all those shows are available at michaelrapaportcomedy.com. michaelrapaportcomedy.com. Philadelphia Eagles, Philadelphia freedom, the fighting city of Philadelphia is playing in a humongous upset. Nobody had the Washington Commanders in the conference finals, but they're there. The Philadelphia Eagles versus Jaden and the Commanders, formerly known as the Redskins, formerly known as the Washington football team. This is going to be a great weekend of football. It is going to be a great 2 games. If you do not watch football all season, these are the 2 games to watch. If they're both not classics, at least one of them is going to be a classic, which is going to be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills. But Philadelphia versus Washington. Same division as the New York Giants. Neither team is concerned about the New York Giants. Philadelphia, like I said, I'll be in Philadelphia the 14th. I love Philadelphia. I hate the Eagles. I'm going to keep it all the way live. I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't like the Philadelphia Eagles. I can't stand the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay? I do love Saquon Barkley. I do love Philadelphia. I love Rocky. I love the sound of Philadelphia. I love the Roots. There's Harold Carmichael, Randall Cunningham. Brian Dawkins. There's been Philadelphia Eagles that I like. Of course, Allen Iverson, Dr. J, Andrew Toney, Andrew Jabstep Toney, Darryl Dawkins, Bobby Jones, Billy Cunningham, Mo Cheeks, Caldwell Jones, Henry Bibby, the great Moses Malone. There's been so many 76ers that I love. AI, Allen Iverson, but I don't fuck with the Philadelphia Eagles. That being said, I don't fuck with the Washington Commanders. That being said, I smell an upset. I smell an upset. If the Commanders, it's always my instinct to call them the Redskins, but if the Commanders can keep Saquon Barkley from running 70 yards 3 times in the game, they have a chance. Aside from Saquon get your weight on, aside from Saquon Barkley running amok in the last few games, Philadelphia hasn't put up a lot of points. I'm not a hater. Well, who am I kidding? I am a hater. I just said I'm a hater. But my prediction is that the Washington Commanders make it into the Super Bowl. And my prediction is that the Washington Commanders will be playing in the Super Bowl in New Orleans. It's in New Orleans, right? Yes, that's why all the controversy about Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar. The Washington Commanders, formerly known as the Washington Redskins, will be playing in the Super Bowl versus Jumbo Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. It's time. You got to do it, Josh. Bills Mafia, you have to do it. You have to get over this hump. Because if you don't get over this hump now, I don't know if there's going to be a next year. You can only get beaten down so many times. And listen, in the 80s, in the 90s, I liked to see you guys get beat down by my New York Giants. Why? That's a thing of the past. I am rooting for the Buffalo Bills, Bills Mafia, Jumbo Josh and company to defeat Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and his list. It's like a list, a hit list. Isaiah Pacheco, they got Kareem of the Crop, Xavier Worth, they got all kinds of people on that team. And they're dangerous. Patrick Mahomes he's at that level of Tom Brady, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan. Like you're like, oh, just his mere presence. But I want to send Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, and the Swifties. I want to send them on their way. Travis Kelce he could smell his retirement. We want you to have to think about Travis Kelce. We want you to have to consider if you got one more left or not. We want you to go, do I really want to go out like that? That's what we want. And the only way to solidify Travis Kelce considering coming back next season is if the Buffalo Bills finally stomp them down. Let's go Bills. Let's go Bills. I'm rooting against the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm rooting against Patrick Mahomes. I'm rooting against Travis Kelce, and I'm rooting against Taylor Swift and all the Swifties. What are you going to do about it? I'm rooting against you, Taylor, and the Swifties. There's a really fun, I thought it could have been a little shorter, but it's very interesting, very good documentary. I want to say great. I believe it's on Prime, called Chiefsaholic. You want to get yourself fired up for the game? There's a documentary on Prime called Chiefsaholic. I don't know how they put these documentaries together so fast, but they must have some sort of system. They get them out quick. But this documentary called Chiefsaholic is about this lunatic Kansas City Chiefs fan who was a degenerate gambler, and then he also robbed a bank. He robbed a bank, and then he was on the lam, and then they arrested him, and then a bail bondsman who's from Kansas City bailed him out because he just was fascinated by his story, and he did it on a whim. Chiefs fanatic. He was like one of these kooks that would show up to the games and go to the Kingdom. That's what they call it, and they all dress up, and it's a lifestyle. It's a culture out there in Kansas City, and it's awesome. But this was the biggest, loudest. He would show up in like a wolf's mask, and everybody knew him, and he was, do funny videos online and all that stuff, and then he robbed bank. I don't want to give away how it ends, but it's a fun, well-done documentary that you could definitely watch on Prime. There's so many streaming platforms. It's so much. I feel like, well, you can't. You can't just cut the cord from cable, because if you cut the cord from cable, you still need the streaming platforms. You still need your Peacock. You still need your Max. You still need your Prime. You still need all of it, especially if you're a sports person. It's all over the place. But I'm on YouTube TV, which I like. I talked about YouTube TV before. I like YouTube TV. I like it. I have my NBA package on my YouTube TV. I have my Red Zone and NFL on my YouTube TV. And for the most part, I think it's really good. But you should definitely check out that documentary. And I made my predictions. Washington Commanders take down my man Saquon, get your weight on. And the Buffalo Bills Mafia take down my homeboy, Travis Kelce, and you, Taylor Swift. We want to see you crying. Ha ha. We want to see tears. We want to see if that mascara will run or not. We want to see crying tears from Taylor Swift and all the Swifties go, well, no. We want to see it. And that's what's going to happen this weekend. Anyway, week 1 of the second term of Donald Trump is in a full effect. And the controversy and the kookiness has already started. But Cadaver Joe Biden, soft serve Joe, went out with a bang, or drizzle. He drizzled out. He pardoned his entire family. Soft serve Joe pardoned his entire family. Now, we know Hunter was a up. We know Hunter was a crackhead. We know he fucked with that powder. We didn't know the whole family is potentially a bunch of fuck-ups. Is your whole family a bunch of fuck-ups, Cadaver Joe? Why'd you pardon the entire family? What the hell did they do? We know what Hunter Dunn did. We know he's a wild card. Everybody's on board with that. If you pardon Hunter, everybody like, that's your son. And you did pardon, but then there was kids and nephews and cousins. There's people where I didn't know this was. Who are these people? He said anybody with the last name Biden, whether it's spelled with an I or a Y or a B-I-D-D, you're all pardoned. Why? Why did you do that? And on top of that, Cadaver Joe Biden, Smoking Joe Biden, pardoned Dr. Fauci. The good doctor, Dr. Fauci. Now, remember during the pandemic when Dr. Fauci, he was like the little old man, and we were like, yay, Dr. Fauci, Dr. Fauci's gonna help us. I ranted on behalf of Dr. Fauci. I supported Dr. Fauci. Why would Cadaver Joe Biden pardon the world's most famous doctor? And there's a lot of famous doctors. There's Dr. J, there's Dr. Pepper, Dr. Scholl's, Dr. Seuss, Dr. Strangelove, Dr. Feelgood. Why would you pardon Dr. Fauci? What kind of a doctor has a pardon? When I go to a doctor's office and I look on their wall while I'm waiting to have my consultation, I want to see degrees. This medical school, he went to a Columbia Medical School, Cornell Medical School. He studied this kind of medicine, that kind of medicine. I want to see pictures of him on vacation with his kids. I want to see a picture of him with his grandkids in Aruba. I want to see success. I don't want to look up on the wall and go, what is it? A pardon? I don't want my doctor to have a pardon letter on his wall. Why the would you pardon Dr. Fauci? What the did Dr. Fauci do to us? When I go into a doctor's office, I don't want anything. When I'm going into my colonoscopy, if I'm laying down about to get my colonoscopy and I'm looking up at the doctor and I see a pardon, a letter of pardon, I'm like, what the did you do? Why you got that letter up there? Stop. Stop the procedure. Stop. I'm getting up off the table. You're getting heart surgery. And they give you that medicine, that Michael Jackson. The last thing you want to see before you go out to get heart surgery, brain surgery, kidney transplant, or anything is a letter of pardoning from your doctor. What the did Dr. Fauci do that he needs pardoning? If he didn't do anything, He wouldn't need pardoning. And I know RFK Jr. is wacky. And we certainly know that Trump is a wild card. But why the would the good doctor, Dr. Fauci, need pardoning? I remember distinctly during the pandemic, the good doctor, Dr. Fauci, he was doing an Instagram live with Steph Curry, and Steph was like asking him questions. And it was literally like, Steph was like, I'm so happy to be talking to you. And the good doctor was like, I used to play basketball, and they were making jokes. And Steph was asking him all the questions. You pardon that guy? Let me tell you something. If you pardon Dr. Pepper, I'd never drink it again. You pardon Dr. J, I'd be like, I'd keep my distance from Dr. J. What did Dr. J do? No disrespect to Dr. J. Everybody knows how I feel about Dr. J. But I'm telling you, and I go to all sorts of doctors. Doctors for my inflammation, doctors for my stomach, doctors for my mind, psych doctors. You think I'm going to go to a psychologist who's got a pardon letter on his wall? Hell no. What did you do? You were giving me medication? No, you need medication. You have a pardon from smoking Joe Biden. What else is going on? Made waves. Your guy, me, Michael Rapaport, the inflamed Ashkenazi, me. Triple dipple viral for my big body Barron rant. Big body Barron. Triple B. B trip. B Treasy. And if you really know him, you just call him Treasy. Big body Barron went super viral. And remember, the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast, we did Bizarro Barron Trump. Last time Trump was in office, we did Bizarro Barron Trump. People are like, you're selling out. I'm like, well, what am I supposed to not state the truth? Big body Barron, triple B, B trip, BBB. He got the Big Baller brand unlocked. And remember, Big Baller brand was the triple B's. Triple B belongs to Big Body Barron. Big Body Barron is that dude. He got the triple B's on lock. What am I supposed to say about him? Nothing bad to say about him. He went over to Cadaver Joe. He's giving good handshakes, hair slicked back. NYU student, 19. Apparently, he speaks 5 languages. How many languages do you speak? I barely speak 1. And you're mad because I'm giving love to Big Body Barron, a.k.a. B-Trip. But I went super viral on that. Said that he should get a 10-day contract with the New York Knicks. Let him get a tryout or something. I can tell you got a soft jump hook. Big body. Crazy week. I'm going to say this word once, and then I'm going to call it the N-Word. The N-Word. This entire ridiculous Nazi salute or not, the phantom salute by Elon Musk. I'm saying the N-Word going forward, the new N-Word. Because I got to bleep it every single time. And by the way, you can watch me. You can watch me. You can watch the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast on YouTube, my YouTube page, at Michael Rapaport. See me in full, glorious, beautiful 4K. Where I do it all. I get up, I move, I bob, I weave. It's a whole other experience when you see me. Subscribe, rate, and review to this YouTube channel. Matter of fact, if you're watching this right now, subscribe, rate, review, leave a comment. I'll wait. Subscribe, rate, and review. Leave a comment if you're watching me on YouTube. And if you're just listening, go to the YouTube page at Michael Rapaport. Anyway, Elon Musk's N-word salute or not salute. Full transparency. Somebody sent me a clip of just him doing that gesture, which I'm not going to do. Just that part of the thing. And I was like, yo, what the F? And I posted it. And I said, what the F? And then a bunch of people, Israeli people, Jewish people, non-Jewish people were like, yo, did you see the whole thing? And I was like, nah. And I took it down because I felt like I had been duped again. It reminded me, to be totally honest, of when I ranted and raved when they said that Trump said that there were good people on both sides after Charlottesville. And I went hard. One of my hardest rants ever. One of my first rants on Trump is after Charlottesville, when they pieced together his response to the Jews will not replace us, you will not replace us. And then when the girl had gotten run over, they pieced together an interview that he had done, and it made it seem like he had said good people on both sides, and it wasn't true. And I felt like a sucker. So when I saw the Elon Musk thing, I reacted quickly, like a lot of other people. Normally I don't. I thought I have learned, but I still haven't learned. And I'm great at internet. I'm great at social media. But I responded. I was like, yo, this dude's doing an N-word salute. What the F? And I posted it, and then it was up for about a half hour, then I took it down. And I saw his whole speech at the inauguration, and he was up there yelling, and he's doing this, and he's screaming and yelling, and he's pump fisting, he's fist pumping, he's banging his hands, and he's moving around. Guy's a spaz. And let me explain something. I have no allegiance. I don't give a fuck about Elon Musk. I got blocked by Elon Musk. Me, Michael Rapaport, I got blocked by Elon Musk years ago for talking about his space rockets and talking about he's a wannabe spaceman and his rocket ships were this, that, and the third. And I went off on him a bunch of times. I'm an independent contractor, people. I don't work for nobody. I don't get paid by nobody to say anything I say. Be clear. I don't get paid. I have no allegiance to anybody but myself and my heart. Everything I say comes from the bottom of my heart. I get paid. I got no allegiance to anybody. I've ranted and raved on everybody and anybody, and nobody is off limits. Nobody. The fact that I even have to say that is disappointing. The fact that I even have to mention that after the work that I put in. I've put in that work. Situation after situation after situation. I have put in that work. I've said it all. And when I've screwed up, I said I screwed up. When I've changed my opinions, I change my opinions. I grow, I ebb, I flow. And let me tell you something. I encourage all of you to grow, ebb, flow, change. Look at yourself like a tree. Look at yourself like a big, ginormous, like a redwood tree. And your roots are in the ground. And you grow branches. And there's little flowers growing underneath you and around you because your roots are sprouting up all over the place. And you got a branch here because it's strong and it's something that you believe in. And you got a branch here, it's something that you believe in. And then this branch over here that grew 5 years ago, you might not believe in it anymore. So you don't give it as much attention. And eventually that branch will whittle down. And this branch will continue to grow because it's something that you believe in more now or that you care about more now. And so forth and so on. Look at yourself like a ginormous tree. Ebb, flow, change with the seasons. Don't change with the seasons. Go back, regrow the old branch. People are like, yo, you changed. Yes, I have changed. I'm going to continue to change. I'm going to continue to grow. I pray for knowledge. I pray for the ability to stay open, to gain knowledge, to listen. You want to stay the same your entire life? Yo, you change. Motherfucking ain't right, I've changed. If I'm the same person I was yesterday, I ain't doing enough. I ain't working hard enough. If I'm the same person I was 5 years ago, I certainly ain't doing enough. Then it's on me. I'm the up. Yo, I'm still the same. I'm never going to be different than I was. Shame on you, motherfucker. I feel sorry for your wife or your husband or your friends or your family if you're the same person you were 20 years ago, motherfucker. Your beliefs should ebb, flow, grow. You should believe in something, think it's stupid, go back to believing in it. Do all of it. Do all of it. Keep your eyes, ears open, and your head on a motherfucking swivel. I do it proudly. But as far as Elon Musk, be clear. I don't go about Elon Musk. I don't own a Tesla, and if I owned a Tesla, I would still talk about Elon Musk. I've never been in one of his rocket ships. I've never met him. I don't give a about, I don't know allegiance to him, any political party, Trump this, Trump that. I don't give a about any of these people. I call it like I see it. I put my face on wax. I call it like I see it. And after I saw his whole speech when he's up there spazzing around and doing this, that, and there, and he said, I gave my heart. I gave you my heart. I knew it wasn't no salute. What do you think? It was like some big reveal. Oh, it's the inauguration. The big reveal is, ha ha. Ha ha, I'm an N-word. Hell, that's the big reveal. That's what you think happened? I don't agree with all the things he does. I'm not even informed about all the things he does. But I'll tell you one thing. If he's an N-word, I want my N-words like Elon Musk. I want my N-words giving money to Israel. I want my N-words meeting with Netanyahu. I want my N-words having close relationship with Jews. I want my N-words going to Israel post-October 7th and bearing witness, seeing it, speaking about it, sharing it, condemning. If that's an N-word in this day and age, that's how I want my N-words. Just like Elon Musk. So many people who are Jewish and not Jewish have condemned, have been freaked out about Elon Musk. And I go, yo, did you see the whole thing? Like, no, I'll watch. Then what are you freaked out about? You just saw a picture. I was looking at my pictures on stage doing comedy. There's so many pictures of me on stage doing like this on comedy. Not to say that's what he did. What he did, I didn't like it when I first saw it. I was like, yo, what is it? But then when I saw the whole thing, I was, this is not a... And you know who's... You know who are... And we eradicated the... We're eradicated. They don't exist anymore. Stop referring to everybody that's anti-Jewish or racist as a are the he's gone, killed himself in a bunker like a dog, like a scared little. Stop referring to everybody as an N-word. Stop comparing everybody to. It's an insult to the people who went through the Holocaust. It's an insult to the people who survived it. And it's an insult to the millions of people that were slaughtered during the Holocaust, the actual Holocaust, by actual. So many people concerned, freaked out about Elon and his phantom N-word salute. I mean, all over the place, still to this day. Like I said, Jewish people and of course non-Jewish people and all these publications, the Shade Room, World Star, PBS, on social media. PBS isn't included, but all these places and people on social media that never once condemned, that still continue to call the animals, the dogs, the low-life criminal murderers, savages of who carried out October 7th. They still haven't condemned them, and you're worried about Elon Musk? Elon Musk? You're scared of Elon Musk? You're upset about Elon Musk? You're not upset about the fact that 7 Americans are still being held hostage. 7 Americans are still being held hostage. You're not upset about what you saw on video with your own eyes over and over and over and over that happened on October 7th. You're not upset, AOC and the squad. AOC, you were up at Columbia University kissing, hugging, smiling, yucking it up, shucking and jiving on Columbia University campus with losers who are going around saying, globalize the. You're laughing, having a good time with those people, bringing them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, and you're worried about Elon Musk, you clown you, and the rest of you clowns you that are worried about Elon Musk. Go to Columbia University and chastise the motherfuckers that are saying globalize the. Which means Jews, start against Jews. You're yucking it up there, AOC, and you got nothing to say? You're freaked out about Elon Musk? What was it, a dog whistle? No, it wasn't it was a blatant N-word salute. Get the fuck out of here. The Shade Room, these social media platforms, World Star, Hollywood Unlocked. The day that happened, which is the day after 3 hostages got released, which you posted nothing about. You posted nothing, not a thing. Charlemagne, the God, the Breakfast Club, all you Al Jazeera, all you mother... You said nothing about, oh, well, it's complicated. Oh, well, get the f*** out of here. But you're worried about Elon Musk? So that means if you're worried about a salute, you must be concerned. You must be worried about Jews. You must want to defend Jews. Well, if you want to defend Jews, I'll say on behalf of all the Jews worldwide, there's plenty of more things you could be doing than worrying about Elon Musk. There is plenty more things you could be doing if you care about Jews than screaming and yelling about Elon Musk. You could say free the hostages. You could start with that. You could condemn. Don't worry about Elon Musk. I'll take care of Elon Musk. I'll deal with him myself. I'll take responsibility that if Elon Musk pops off and Elon Musk starts saying globalization, I'll personally take care of that. You care so much about Jews because you're so irate, you're so freaked out by Elon Musk. There's so many other things you could be doing for the Jewish people. You could start by saying free the hostage. That's the least you could do. Artists, scumbags, everything's complicated except for some phantom N-word salute by Elon Musk. People go, well, you could do the same thing. Get the out of here. There's way bigger fish to fry than some lunatic going around screaming and yelling on a stage and saying, I gave you my heart. What else is happening? It was announced today that Trump has started his negotiations deal with Iran. Let me tell you something, Trump. I know you got to do deals, and I know it's way easier said than done to go and just obliterate the place. Nobody expects you to obliterate Iran. But I want to tell everybody in the Trump regime something. Them motherfuckers in Iran that you're negotiating with, that you're starting your dealings with, and everybody hopes you can figure it out. Negotiation should be very clear on what needs to happen. There's no nuclear weapons. Leave Israel the f*** alone. Period. Also, Trump pardoned all these January 6 people. Some of those people were prosecuted too much, but some of these people should absolutely, if you put your hands on a police officer on January 6th, I want you to stay in jail. I don't care whose fault it was. Nancy Pelosi, it don't matter. If you put your hands, you spit on a police officer, stay in jail. You committed violent acts on January 6th, I want you in the jail. That kook, the QAnon shaman, he's a whack job. He did his time, I think he's out. But some of these people, they don't deserve to be out. That Proud Boys guy, he scares me. He gives me the creeps. You can't just do it like a blanket pardoning on some of these whack jobs. The guy who took a on Nancy Pelosi's desk and broke in there. If those people had gotten their hands on some of those politicians they were going after, who knows what would have happened? You beat up a police officer on January 6th, I want you in jail forever. I want you prosecuted and stay. There is no pardoning for lunatics like that. QAnon shaman, some of these freaks, mental illness, they broke in there, they did, fine. But the violent offenders of January 6th, stay in jail. I don't know how this stuff works. And also I'm going to say this in regards to Trump. Whether you support Trump, don't support Trump, you supported Cadaver Joe, Dollar Bill Clinton, you supported Bush, not Bush, Obama, not Obama. None of these presidents are going to give you everything they want. None of these presidents are going to get everything they want. Not every deal that Obama wanted worked out. Not every promise that he promised came through for the people. Not everything. He didn't get everything done that he wanted to get done for black people, underprivileged people, LGBTQ people. None of these presidents are going to get what they want. And none of their supporters are going to get what they want. Remember that. And the presidents themselves are never going to get all that they want. Hopefully, as many things as possible fall in line and they work out for you. But I can tell you one thing, me, myself, I feel really good. I feel good. I feel clear-minded. I like the way things are going right now. I do not think there should have been a blanket pardoning for some of these psychopaths on January 6th. But I'm glad they shut down Unra and stopped funding Unra. That should have been happening years ago, decades ago. Unra, I'm glad the UN It's a dump. I love Elise Stefanik. I think she's awesome. She's tough. She said exactly what needed to be said about Unra. It's a dump. They have more sanctions against Israel than any place combined. Shut that piss hole down. The UN is a piss hole. The UN should be shut down and turned into a practice facility for the New York Knicks and the New York Rangers. This is not a place of sovereignty. This is not a place of safety. It's a corrupt, anti-Jewish piss hole. It should be shut down and unfunded. Defund UNRWA, defund the UN, the World Health Organization. That guy Jose, Mr. Jose, Mr. I Feed the World. You haven't fed one hostage, motherfucker. You've been in Gaza. Your people have been in Gaza. You hired World Kitchen guy Jose. He's a great man. You got baking bread for you, motherfucker. You got terrorists making sandwiches. For Feed the World, my. How many hostages have you fed since your people have been in Gaza? And you're feeding these. That. We need to get food to the hostages, and we're not giving you. Period. So you're out too. The women and men's sports, it's great. I say open up a league, whether it's soccer, football, basketball, lacrosse, ice hockey, boxing, MMA, transgender people, play sports against other transgender people. The gender stuff, there's two genders. We know this shit. There's men, there's women. You can identify as whatever you want. You will get love and support. And I think people have grown and pushed and will respect that. But if I got that cut off, I'm still a man. If I got that cut off and put into some beautiful little vagina, I'm still a guy. You could identify as whatever you want. I could identify as Moses Malone. I ain't Moses Malone. I could identify as 6'9". You could say and identify and think all these kooky thoughts, but that doesn't mean everybody else in the world has to appease, believe, and accept them. You could get respect. You deserve respect. Everybody deserves respect. But if you got a 9-inch, I don't want you going into the girls' bathroom. I don't care what kind of makeup, what kind of hormones you want. You got a bigger than me. You should not be in the girls' bathroom. I'm done, man. I'm done. I've done it all. I've done it all. I've said it all. Okay, it's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. The I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe, rate, and review. Leave a comment on YouTube. Make sure you leave a comment on YouTube. Miles Jordan, a.k.a. the Bleach Brothers, a.k.a. the Dust Brothers. Take me at it with something real nice. Take me at it with something real loud. But most importantly, take me out of here with something real funky. It's the I Am Rapaport Stereo Podcast. I'm out.
I Am Rapaport Podcast.
Yo, San Diego, what is up? I am coming back to your city. I am performing in San Diego at American Comedy February 6th, February 7th, and February 8th. I can't wait to be back in San Diego. I can't wait to be back in California. I will see you February 6th, 7th, and 8th. Tickets are available at michaelrapaportcomedy.com.